Hey, how you guys doing? I'm VehiCleX. Yeah, and this is a version 15 of Big Burr's mob grinding system. Now the older TU10, TU8 mob grinder was really good in that update, but it really needs an overhaul, and so Big Burr has been actually working on this. Basically have a minimum material and stuff. I'm gonna just tell you that this is a map download, so you guys should definitely download this and check it out. And then of course it's on the very bottom left hand of the map. Everything that's quartz is actually not part of the design. It's actually a staircase so that you can actually check out the mob system. It's mainly the iron, and then this top layer is actually just to see how zombie pigmen and if it was efficient enough to actually use as an XP farm, but it's actually not. You can only, max I've seen in there was about 3 or 4. But let's go ahead and look at how it works. This doesn't work very well in creative, so you might want to load it in survival and then go into fly mode. And it has to do with tracking, so we're going to check this out. It's actually on grind right now. So in the amount of time it took me to start up and record this video, it actually collected this amount of string, arrows, and I've had this map a total of a half hour. So let's go ahead and follow Big Burr's advice. So let's put it onto XP collection, and then you stand underneath this diamond block, which is the perfect place for tracking. So what I'm going to do is just sit here and let it fill up. It probably is going to take like 5 minutes or so, maybe less, but I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, so it's probably been about a minute. They're actually still being funneled in, but yeah, there is some issues. It is a beta still. I actually knocked these blocks out so that I could get to some spiders that occasionally jam up the system, but other than that, I mean, this thing works pretty good. If you're in survival, most of these guys, let's say 90% of these guys, are actually going to be one hitters to 2 to 3, and then occasionally you get guys that have full health. Like you can see these guys have full health, having to use a diamond sword on some of them. So just keep in mind this is a work in progress, but it is a free map download, so see how much XP we get out of this. I think you could technically hit them all with your hand if you wanted to. So now that they've stopped spawning, I'm going to go ahead and you can see that they're already starting to rebuild or regenerate and respawn. So having the wait isn't too bad, so we should get about 3 points of XP. There we go. And we got this amount of material on, XP. So mob grinding systems have never really been that good for XP except from maybe the PC. But on the Xbox it's more about getting the material. On the grind mode, which seems to be the most efficient way to get your mobs, I mean, this is a lot of stuff, some rare mob drops and all that. But yeah, the download will be in the description, so check out the link to that. And this is not my design, it's Big Burr's. Yeah, just go over some of the cool things about it. One is you don't need any torches whatsoever, which that makes me really happy. Probably the hardest part about this, I think, would be to build your platform up. So probably building it over water would still be a good idea, just because of, if you fall, at least you won't die. And yeah, the quartz material, like I said, is not part of the design. You technically only need, the iron block stuff. And then we're just going to take a quick peek at the damaging center. So the mobs fall down this hole, and they take damage right here. And then they get lifted up through the water elevator, and then get delivered to you up there. And then you can either grind or XP them, which is pretty cool. Definitely a big improvement over the last design, and the last design is actually a really great design for the TU10 or TU8 when it was made, but it's definitely needed an overhaul. So this is the fix to it. So yeah, go ahead and download this. Let me know what you guys think of it, and have a good one. Later.